Hi YouTube. I'm sweating already. This is Chrysanthemum. This is my review, or just my opinion on things that happened last night on this Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Reunion Part 1 show. Took a lot of notes. So here I go. I'm going to start with the least important people. Carly Red. Why is she always lying about her age? I'm in complete agreement with K. Michelle when she said if you were hanging out with Mimi in 85 and you were born in 85, then that meant that in 1985 you were 14 when you were hanging out. That means that not in 1985, but when you used to hang out with Mimi in LA, that meant you were only 14. And clearly you don't look like you're only like 20 right now, so that means that you're a liar. And when K. Michelle said to Carly Red that your pussy have no walls, yeah, I think you need to leave K. Michelle alone, Carly Red, because she's definitely not I guess the dog is grabbing my teddy bear. She keeps taking my teddy bears off the bed. I think that Carly Red, you should leave K. Michelle alone. Y'all shouldn't really even talk, maybe not even say hi, because all the things that she has to say to you, the little quick remarks that she has to say to you, you don't have a nothing to stand on, because she's really there for you. She's got you. She got your number. And she says you have a daughter, but you never mentioned your daughter, and everybody else mentions their children in the show. So what's the big secret about you mentioning your daughter? Why is this such a secret for you not to have anything to do with your daughter while you're filming? That's kind of, jacked up. And you talking about people, you don't want people at her school, your daughter's school, to know. But I mean, I'm sure if you're on TV, I'm sure the little girl is bragging about it all day, every day. I don't know, but I think Carly Red, I think they shouldn't bring you back next year, because you are just full of it. Oh, and then another thing, I can't think of the guy that dresses like a lady. He was in the audience and he was asking you a question. That was a valid point too. He's saying that nobody says you ever was with Cash Money. You said you were with Cash Money, but now he's saying that the people that they've talked to said you were never with Cash Money. You were never signed to Cash Money. Maybe they were thinking about it, or maybe you wanted to be. But according to the people at Cash Money and this guy, you were never signed. So it just looks like you're just always a big ass liar. Okay, then it looks at Rasheeda. Rasheeda got into it with K. Michelle. K. Michelle had a valid point once again. In this season of the show, Rasheeda, you did disrespect your husband on a regular basis. Especially when you took him in front of that yellow crayon hair lady and let her talk to him any type of way. That was very disrespectful. And you got mad because she was telling you what was real. So then you jump up off the couch like you about to do something. You about to do something to K. Michelle. I really think that Mona is wrong, because maybe she should have brought you guys on in shifts. And let's get on Mona. Mona, you brought this show to TV, and you knew these people were ratchet. You knew these people were scandalous. That's how we say it. At my age bracket, 45, we say scandalous. You knew these people were scandalous. And then you come on TV last night and you're acting as though you're better than them. You're acting as though you didn't know this was what you was bringing to TV. because you ask the type of questions as if this is beneath your stature. This is beneath what you do. But this is not beneath what you do, because let me tell you something. If you didn't want it to air, it did not have to air. You could have found a whole nother set of people, cast members, to come on TV. And for you to come on and say and ask the questions about the pregnancy, about the abortion, ask questions about Mimi and Stevie J and Joseline, like you just think you're just so much better. You're not better. You're actually worse, because in order to give them exposure, you have to be beneath them to push them up into the exposure, up into the light, so that we all can see them. So then you worse than them, because the type of stuff that they're doing, I agree with Mimi. This is her life, and she just wants people to see. Maybe she's doing this because maybe she realizes that she was a little bit going down the wrong path with this thing with Stevie J, and so she wants other people to see, and other young girls to see, so that they don't make the same mistake. And Mona, you just wrong, because you're trying to, the way you came off last night, to me, in my perspective, was as if these people are so beneath you. But no, you beneath them, because like I said, you have to be up under them in order to push them up to the light. That's how I look at that. Okay, Michelle, after talking to some of my friends today, I do believe they had a very valid point. In order for you to build your brand, you're going to have to stop popping off. Because you don't want your brand to be, oh, she can show up to sing, but please don't let someone do anything that's going to offend her, because she will pop off. She will jump in their face. She will cuss you out. That's not what your brand should be. Your brand should be more about your music, your voice, your style, and the things that you're doing positive in your area, in your neighborhood, for your community. And you're going to have to stop popping off on people. Yep, you're going to have to stop popping off on people. And back to Mona, when you said that this stuff is not scripted, I think you're lying, because I think that a portion of it has to be scripted. I just find it hard to believe that people are this jacked up in America at this time. At this date, I don't think that. Now let's get to the crust of the matter. Mimi, Manchild, Joseline, and Stevie J. Stevie J, let's start with you. You had your hoes in check last night, I will say that. You had on your pink pants. You had Mimi wear her pink dress. I guess you went shopping for everybody. You had Mimi have on her little pink dress. And you had Joseline with a blue dress, but the inside was still coordinated, was pink. Thought I didn't catch that one, did you? But I caught it. It's all right. We know. I know how to do that, because that's how me and my husband used to, when he was preaching, we used to always coordinate the colors. What color you wearing today, so we all wore the same color. So I already know, either all three of y'all screwing. You should have brought the new girl, Shay Marie, whatever her name is. You should have had her on there with some pink shorts on. But that's the first thing I gotta say. You had all your hoes in check. Y'all was all coordinated. And I know you had to feel kind of dumb when Joseline said all she wants from you is your dick and the money, and go out there and make her some money. You had to feel some kind of way. Mimi, you just, I don't know what to think. I really think Ariane is really trying to eat you out, and you're not catching on to her clues that she wants to sleep with you. And you might watch out, because Joseline Manchild might want to sleep with you too, because she keeps saying, come on over here, to her side, so she might want a little bit of it herself too. I do understand, and I got a very different perspective on Mimi. If anybody watched the after show, the live chat that they had on VH1, I came in here to the little computer room, and that's what I did. I turned it on and I watched the live chat. And during the live chat, there was a lady that called in, and she had this older white lady in her living room, And she came up from the couch and said she wanted to pick up Mimi's stiletto and slap the shit out of Joseline. But Mimi said, what would that prove? She has a 2-year-old daughter that she has to set an example for, and plus she has a business. So now I got a little bit different perspective on Mimi. It's that Mimi is a little bit more mature, and the things that are happening are kind of like not on her level, because like she said, if she puts her hands on Joseline, you know, that's going to look bad for her and her business. She has a cleaning business. When you're doing high-end clients and corporate clients, for you to have that type of reputation that you'll just hit people or you've been to jail a lot, that's not a good look, because they probably won't want you to come in. They won't trust you to come into their business or their home to clean. I wouldn't if I knew somebody. And we used to have a cleaning girl, but if I would have known that she was the type of person that is always going to jail or always fighting us, I wouldn't want her in my house, because who's to say somebody that she knows will come by my house while she's there cleaning, and then she'll get into an argument with them. The same way, I don't understand if Mona is saying stuff is not staged. I don't understand how Stevie J knew where you were cleaning. Like, do you have just like the same schedule for 11 years that you've been cleaning the same people's house the same day, the same time? Because he shows up at the house, and I would be very pissed off and very offended to know that you had a film crew in my house while you were supposed to be cleaning, and then you get into an argument with the man in my house while you're supposed to be cleaning my house, and I'm paying you a nice amount of money. So I think Mimi was wrong on that part when they were filming. Now let's get to Man-Child. I had something on Mama D, but it's basically that she just wanted to keep control of the room last night. Okay, on Man-Child, Joseline Joseph. She's saying she's the baddest bitch in one sentence, but then a couple of minutes later, she's saying that she's a woman of God. Wow. And I'm going to tell you, if I see these sandals one more time on Joseline's feet, there's many pictures all over the internet, different days, different months, when she's had these same sandals on, and she had them on last night. Those sandals, not them. Those sandals look like she got them from the Compton swap meet, and maybe got 3 pair for $10. Those sandals are horrible, and she just keeps them wearing. They're horrible. She says she's a woman of God. She said that she came from Puerto Rico when she was 14, started stripping at 16. This is what she said in the live chat after. And that she's just so happy about Stevie J doing things for her, because he did a lot of this stuff within 1 month of him meeting her. But I still don't feel like you should let him degrade you because he's did a little bit of thing, because now you turn it into a hamburger hoe. A hamburger hoe is a girl who you give just a little bit of something, and then they think that they owe you their whole life, or they think that you're there for them. I don't feel like Stevie J is really there for anybody but Stevie J. And all Stevie J is there for, he's not even there for himself. He's there for his dick to get wet, and that's it. And that's it. The number one thing that Joseline should invest in, you should get you a commercial for Trojan and get you some free condoms, because one thing you shouldn't do is sleep with Stevie J without a condom. If he's sleeping with people, like you even said on the show last night, he slept with your best friend and you were watching. Okay, but did he have a condom on then? Come on now, you need to get better. You take better care of yourself than that, because he can give you AIDS, he can give you hepatitis, he can give you all types of things from just not even wearing a condom. And you sucking and fucking anything, you can have it. Also, if you saying that he does all kind of freaky shit, I'm sure he's done licked your asshole and y'all ain't cleaned it. So that's where you get the hepatitis C from. How do I know this? because I did a little stint in the medical field, and so a lot of gay men, that's what they have, because they lick assholes with shit and that. And so I'm sure if you've done licked his asshole, then I'm sure that you probably come into contact with a little bit of hepatitis C. You need to watch yourself, Joseline, because he gonna get you into something that you ain't gonna be able to get rid of. You can get rid of a baby, and you can get rid of syphilis, gonorrhea, but you can't get rid of AIDS. You can't get rid of herpes. You can't get rid of hepatitis C. So you need to be wearing a condom. If you're gonna be licking asses, licking pussies, you need to be putting you some saran wrap on your tongue. You need to get it together, because let me tell you, Joseline, you making your little money right now. I hope you're saving it. And since you guys live in Atlanta, you need to go buy you one of these little cheap houses like I bought my house for $30,000. It's worth $90,000. Sold the first time for $150,000. Bought it for $30,000 cash. You need to go buy you one of them little houses in Atlanta. So all you gotta do is pay your little taxes. $1,500 a year. That I think you can go out there and hold and get you $1,500 a year. You need to do what you gotta do, but you gotta be smart about what you're doing. You have to be smart. This is my review. Next week is supposed to be even worse than last night. They showed something with Scrappy about to propose to Erica, and then Gumby walks out. Shay, which I don't understand how Shay thought that he would ever even take you serious as marriage material when you slept with Flavor Flav. You were in the shower with Flavor Flav, and now someone told me today that you have a sex tape with two dudes where you're sucking their dicks. How did you think that this man, Scrappy, who really ain't no great catch, but how did you think that he or his family would accept you into their family as a person that's going to come into the family, let's work together, let's build a brand, or let's work together and let's have a happy family, when you're out here sucking and fucking people on tape for sale? That's not gonna work. You guys tell me what you think. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Bye bye, YouTube.